Our guest today is Jeff Potter, the author of Cooking for Geeks: Real Science, Great Hacks, and Good Food. Jeff, what happens if you show up to the office, maybe you need to celebrate a coworker's birthday and you forgot to buy donuts or...
Yeah, what you do then is you hope that somehow in your fridge or freezer you've got some cookie dough, because you can take cookie dough and you can actually make fresh cookies in a toaster oven.
Okay.
And it's one of these things where nothing is good as a fresh cookie right out of the oven. So in this case, you gotta be a little bit creative digging around your office kitchen because you probably don't have a cookie sheet.
Right.
So in our case here, what you had was a plate and some tin foil. And the plate looks like it's oven safe, so we'll give it a try. The toaster oven gets up to at least 400 degrees, plenty hot for those cookies to bake. So really, the instructions that they say for ovens should work just fine for your toaster oven.
Okay.
Now keep in mind that you're not going to be able to bake them, 24 at a time, probably like 5 or 6 at a time. But it's a nice little thing you can do, maybe either as a celebration or if somebody's having a bad day, a little pick-me-up. So let's get to it. So just, wrap it around the plate, pretty basic. Kind of like being around a campfire somewhere. You can kind of imagine just like Dad used to do or something, I don't know. So, wrap your plate up. And this case, the cookie dough that we bought already had, individually portioned cookies. So this is like as easy as it gets. Somebody might not even call this cooking. But to me, I look at it and think, hey, you're still doing something for somebody that involves food and expressing some affection for them. So in that regard, it's still a nice thing to do for somebody. Maybe smash them down a little bit. And we'll take this guy and pop it into our toaster oven.
I noticed you were preheating the oven a little bit.
I had it on to preheat. It is one of those things that will make a difference in your cookies. So what's actually going on here is these cookies are coming up to temperature. Around 90 degrees, the cookie dough begins to actually thin and spread out. And that's because the temperature of butter begins to melt around that temperature. So that butter is normally providing some structure and holding that dough together, but once it melts, well, the dough loses that holding factor. Then around 210 degrees, 212 degrees, the edge of the cookie begins to set up. And that's as moisture that's present begins to steam out, and also starches from the flour begin to actually set up at that temperature. Then a little bit hotter, around 310 degrees, the outside of the cookie begins to turn light brown. And that's from something called the Maillard reaction. It's what makes things like toast turn dark brown and give them that rich, nutty aroma that we think of and like. So there you have it. One plate of cookies.
Beautiful. Well, I can't wait anymore. Let's give these a try. Oh, nice. It just pops right off.
It's got that
I wish we had some milk.
Yeah, well, next time we get a cow in the office, and I can show you how to milk a cow. Fresh milk to go with your fresh cookies.
That's fantastic. I think we've seen that hacking your office toaster oven can really allow you to prepare a bunch of interesting, I would say gourmet, food that I never expected would come out of an office lunchroom.
Breakfast, lunch, or dessert, easy to do.
Fantastic.